Good morning, children. In the previous chapter, we have studied about the historical background of commerce, objectives of commerce, and classification of business activities. I hope now you all have understood about the meaning of commerce and what are the activities which has been involved and the objectives as well as the classification of these activities. So this is going to be your unit 2, forms of business organization, in which we are going to deal about the chapter 4, sole proprietorship. So in this forms of business organization, so we have different kinds of forms of business organization. The first one will be the sole proprietorship, second the partnership, third the Hindu joint Hindu family business, fourth cooperative societies, and fifth one will be joint stock company. So here we are going to deal about sole proprietorship in chapter 4. So let us see what are its features, that is the characteristics of a sole proprietor. Before that, let me explain you the meaning of sole proprietorship. So sole means single, proprietorship means owner. So sole proprietorship is a form of organization in which an individual introduces his own capital, that is his investment, and uses his skill and intelligence in the management of its affairs, and he is solely responsible for the results of the operation. So whatever is done in his business, he is responsible. So he is a man who uses his capital, his skill and intelligence for the business to occur. So he may run the business alone. Sole means single, as I said. He may run the business alone, or he may have some assistance of employees. So this is the oldest form of business organization. So here he needs, if he wants to raise his capital in the sense raise his investment, he is solely responsible for that. So it is also called as, this sole proprietorship is also called as individual entrepreneurship. What it is called as? Individual entrepreneurship. So if he wants more money to increase his capital, that is to increase his investment, he may use his own saving. So he may save, isn't it? Out of his profit, he may save some money. So he can use his own saving, or he may borrow the whole sum from his friends or relatives or from any financial institutions. So the business may be either in portion of the proprietor's house. So usually he'll be using his own house for his business. If not, in a rented areas. So he may own a shop for rent. If not, he may use his own property for his business. Example, if one wants to start a restaurant, he has to obtain a license from the health department of the municipal corporation. So he has to get the license. But if he wants to do a business of his own, no need of getting some legal formalities. No legal formalities to be gone through, except some type of businesses. Example, as I said, to run a restaurant. So now we are going to see about the features, that is the characteristics. So there are 6 different characteristics of a sole proprietor. The first one is the single ownership by one man. This is owned by a single person. So why sole means single, as I said before, this is owned by a single person. He contributes the required capital. Okay, contribution is nothing but whatever investment he needs to invest in his business, he will be contributing it by himself. He is not only the owner of the business, but also the manager. Okay, he is not only the owner, he is the manager. So that is called as single ownership. Second one is freedom of work and quick decision. Freedom of work. So since he is the owner, he need not consult anyone. So he can take quick decision. So he need not want to the others to decide for his sole proprietorship. So since he is a manager, so he can decide by himself. The third one will be unlimited liability. Unlimited liability, when his business assets means property, are not sufficient to pay off his debts, that is, he may have some debts, business debts, so he has to pay those debts from his personal property. So if he is having any personal property, so on pledging that property, if not on selling that property, he may pay off his business debts. So unlimited liability. So the fourth one is enjoying entire profit. So since he is only one man, so he is only one man for the improvement and expansion of his business, he enjoys all the benefits of his hard work. So whatever hard work he puts into the business, he enjoys everything of his own. Then the fifth one is free from government regulation. As I said before, example restaurant, I said only for certain institutions you have to get license from the government. So here a sole proprietor is free from government regulation. So no legal formalities are to be observed in the formation for the formation of sole proprietorship, if not for the management or if not for the closure. Closure means the closing of the sole proprietor. Then the last one is maintenance of secrecy. Secrecy means secret. Since he manages all the affairs of the business, the secret can be maintained easily. Since there is no one else, he can maintain the secret by himself. So these are the features of sole proprietorship.